And hello again. Well, let's see. What the heck have I got my coffee cup on? Looks like maybe a cart, some sort, maybe. Got some full spoke wheels with solid rubber tires. Solid rubber tires. It's kind of heavy. Kinda. That's an understatement. Made of channel. And it was really crafted with pride. About, well, over 100 years ago now. And what it is a 1919 Galloway 6 horsepower hit or miss engine. And I don't know if I can back up enough away from this in the place I'm at here, which is my driveway. I got this out. I'm going to go over and clean it up again, get it ready for a show that's coming up called Cotton Ginning Days. I'm going to be filming that and walking around talking to people. Like I say, it's a great show here in North Carolina. And right now, this engine has a stuck intake valve. This thing just has a real weak spring on it. You could just play with that with your finger and move it. This is the exhaust valve, and it is definitely as stiff as any other exhaust valve you might think of, maybe more. Got a lot of tension on it. But a hit or miss engine is when it's not under a load, it will fire only enough to keep the flywheels. This one has 2 of them. You can see a little bit on the other side. There, both flywheels. Now it will fire just enough to keep the flywheels spinning in motion at the right RPM. The more horsepower you use out of the motor to power your equipment, the more the engine will fire. So under a full load, it's going to sound like a regular engine. Pow, 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 pow. But whenever it's just sitting there coasting, it'll go pop and then chugga, 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 just wheezing a little bit. And then pow, fire again. But this one's kind of cool because every time it fires, this little smokestack here will blow a smoke ring into the tops of the trees and beyond. It has pushed them good 40 feet in the air before whenever I had it out. It's got to have it out from underneath the trees because the tree limbs will bust up that smoke ring in a heartbeat. But it's quite cool. I spent a day with some friends digging this thing out of a barn, and when I got it, it was all solid, corroded, gunked up and all. But now she's all set. I'm gonna have to oil up the gears because you can see they're pretty dry. Fill the grease cups, get everything ready. The neat part is this thing will run on the world's crappiest gas. Any gas that is a couple years old that's been in a mower or something like that, you pour it in here and it loves it. It enjoys a lower grade fuel. And it's not quite a kerosene runner. It does take gasoline, but perhaps the gasoline then wasn't as refined and shelf stable, so they just allowed for that in the construction. So let's see what happens with this one. Hopefully we can get it running right away. All right, see you in a little bit. Tally ho.